Easy conversational flow states. The flow state is a very sought-after state. Normally, it involves athletes that are in competitive sports. The flow state is when you've got a very high level of skill trained into unconscious competence. But because it's a competitive sport, you have no idea what's coming next. A similar but completely different kind of flow state is the kind musicians talk about. But those guys practice their songs a kajillion times. But even then, the feedback loop between the audience and the musicians is unexpected. This is perhaps why high-level musicians tend to speak about otherworldly forces joining them on stage. This is also different in a completely different way. In a competitive sport like tennis or boxing or basketball, both teams or both players want opposite outcomes. Player A wants to win and B to lose. Player B wants to win and A to lose. Very, very confrontational. On the other hand, a world-class guitarist riffing up on stage is giving the audience exactly what they want. And the guitarist is getting exactly what he wants. Very, very non-confrontational. From a purely mind-body engineering standpoint, flow states under competitive sports are much more interesting because they are much, much rarer. It's one thing to practice something over and over until it becomes second nature or unconsciously competent. Every time you drive to work or sing in the shower, you are essentially in the flow state. But because it's a low-level flow state, it's not so interesting. This might be one of the reasons video games are so compelling. No matter what level you play at, so long as you're slowly improving, your unconscious competence within a competitive scenario is always improving. Because being in the flow state feels very, very good. But sometimes we make things competitive when they shouldn't be. When some guy is jamming up on stage, getting massive positive validation from the crowd, all while playing original music that also feels fantastic, that's when those rare conversations with people we just click with also feel very good. They are not the confrontational type, where both are trying to win. It's a mutual enjoyment type, where each is enjoying each other. That's how we are supposed to engage. But one way to kill this wonderful feeling before it starts is to want something from the other person. That's why seduction and persuasion conversations can feel so confrontational, like a frame battle. But if you recalibrate how you see all social engagements, you'll flow naturally and regularly, just like it's supposed to be. To learn how, visit mindpersuasion.com/relationship-generator.